welcome back to JNA Gaming. Today we are doing 10 simple points about farming on the Hunt server. So let's jump into this. Step 1. Best place to build a farm. Best place to build a farm is normally in extreme hills. They're the biggest of them all. You can make lots of layers, but you can also make them in savanna hills, forest hills. All the different types of hills is best because you can make lots of layers. Step 2. Stuff you need to make the farm. Stuff you need to make the farm is dirt and any crop you want to plant. So it can be seeds, potatoes, carrots, netherwort, cocoa, but I'm going to be using these 3. You also need a hoe to hoe the ground to plant the crops. You also need a water source to grow the crops because you need water. And you also need torches for light if you're underground. If you're above ground, it will just grow because of the sunlight. But if not, you need torches. Step 3. How to make a farm. To make a farm, you want to dig out an area where you want to put the farm. I've got 3 layers of farm. You want a 2 gap in between each layer. So I've gone with 3 for now. So yeah, you need to dig out a chunk. So you can either go F3G or you can do the in-game command /FCSC, which enables your chunk, shows you where the borders are. Or if you're on Bad Lion, go to your settings, click on Bad Lion, do /chunk borders, and it'll show you borders there. So you want to dig out a chunk area because then you stand anywhere in this chunk, the whole farm will grow on any layer. Next thing is you want to do your water source. So if you dig like a 4x4 over here and we place the water in, it makes a full water source. So now we can take water back from anywhere. Next, you want to go place all your dirt in the layer if you haven't already. You can do your other layers now, or you can wait and do the first layer first, get it planted. I'm going to wait and do this layer first. Next, you want to go to the corner and count 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on this block, you want to go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here, on your 5th one, so you're 4 away from that side, 4 away from here, you want to place your water. And you want to do that on all 4 corners. Because then it will spread water across each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5th one, place your water. So once you've done that and all the 4 corners, you want to place your lighting. So if you get your torches, you'll want to do it every 2 blocks or so. I normally do 2. People normally do 3, between 2 to 5 normally. Just depends how good your lighting is. So you want to do it every 2. So 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Corners, you still miss 2. 1, 2. So now that all the lighting's down, you can now get on to hoeing the ground. Normally uses 1 hole per chunk, so you might need another hole if you're doing more layers. I'm only doing 1, so it should manage to do the full thing. So you want to hold right click and it harvests the ground. You want to do this over the whole farm. And as you see, the water grow from here or fill up the farm. So now that the lighting's done on the outside, you want to get to work on the inside. So what I normally do is I plant a seed and then shift, then right click and it places the blocks over there. So when it's easier and you don't have to block off the water and you don't have to place a block here which then ruins your whole ground. So you place a torch there. So same again, place a seed, get a block, right click on the edge, place a torch, place a seed, shift, right click, place a torch. So now once you've done this, all your lighting should be sorted. If not, you can place torches here, 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 and here, and that should cover all of it. So now you can go at planting your seeds. Now I'm going to go with normal seeds, which grow wheat. As you can see, I've got about 5 stacks. It normally uses around 4.5 stacks normally. So yeah, let's get planting. So now that the seeds are planted, it's the basically farm, so I'm going to just go at AFK and wait. To make more levels, you just repeat all that process and do it for as many layers as you want. Step 4, layering of the farm. Layers all depend on what you want it for. If you want it for money, better to do it 7 to 10 layers, which is not what normally people go with. 1, it gives you a lot of crops. 2, it also gives you a lot of XP. And if you want it just for XP, I would say around about 7 to 10 again, because it's that big, and once you get to the top layer, the bottom one's already grown. So for that, you want lots of layers. So I've got around 10 layers, all mixture of different crops. So once you've harvested the bottom one, and you work your way up, once you get to the top one again, the bottom one's already fully grown, and it's just a constant cycle of farming. So wheat is best for money, because you can turn it into hay bales and carry a full inventory of hay bales, which then when you get to green outpost, you can turn it all to bread and sell it. However, carrots and potatoes, it's better for XP. They don't really sell for much, it's like 32k per inventory. But you want it around, carrots and potatoes are just good for XP, they give quite a lot of XP. So once you get high enough level, you can use cocoa and netherwort, which also give you XP. But if you just want money, it's better just to use wheat and sell the bread. Layers also matter of where you are. Like, you don't want your farm too low because it could easily get found. You don't want it too high because you'll be able to see from the surface. You want it a good 15 blocks down from the surface, 15 blocks up from the bottom. Round about there would be best. You don't get seen much, and it's quite easy to find if you make it too high or too low. Step 5. Harvester hoes and harvester axes. Harvester hoes and harvester axes are used for replanting seeds, pumpkins, carrots, potatoes, and they're also used for automatically putting the seeds and stuff into your inventory. They're really handy, and I think they're worth using. So if you go to /seed recipes, you can see how to craft them. So if you click on the iron one, it shows you how to make it. So you need 2 hay bales, 2 carrots, 2 processed potatoes, an iron hoe, an iron block, and 1 gold ingot. And that creates the harvester iron one. The harvester iron ones usually around about harvest a full layer of a chunk. They're not really that good, they break quite easy, but I think they're useful just for a little bit of XP. However, the diamond ones have more durability and stuff. So for them, you need 2 hay bales, 2 carrots, 2 processed potatoes, 1 diamond, gold block, and a diamond hoe. That creates the harvester hoe. This one lasts a long durability. It probably harvests the full farm, and it's just good altogether. I would use it myself, so it just shows you how to do it. So if I got the crafting table, I'll make one right now. Let's turn that into normal diamonds. Put 1 there, hay bales there, carrots there, diamond hole in the middle, poisoned potatoes there, and the gold block there. So that creates the hoe. So I'll show you how it works. So if you break the crops, just make sure you have an empty inventory. So when you break the crops, it replants the stuff. When you're replanting, make sure that you have seeds in your inventory, just in case you don't have enough seeds on you. And as you can see, all the stuff goes into your inventory, the wheat and the seeds. So overall, it's quite good. It makes sure you have room. And yeah, it's pretty good. So now for the harvester axe and harvester hoe. So when you go to see recipes, and click on the axe. So there's a diamond version And there's also an iron version. So the iron version uses 2 hay bales, 2 apples, and 2 pumpkins, 1 gold ingot, an iron axe, and an iron block. Now this is, you probably would do about a chunk again, same as the hoe, to harvesting melons and pumpkins. Iron ones don't really last long, they're just good if you want to use and get a little bit of XP. However, the diamond ones, if you click on the diamond, they have more durability, but use the same things apart from the diamond and diamond axe and a gold block. That makes the harvester axe. These have more durability on them, so it lasts longer. They also, if you break the pumpkins and melons and you accidentally hit the seeds, it automatically replants the reseeds for you, so it doesn't matter about breaking them or anything. So overall, I think these are good, and I don't really use them myself, but they're good for some people, and people only really use them if they want pumpkins for lighting up the place with jack-o'-lanterns. So overall, they're pretty good. Step 7 is XP. XP is different amount of crops give you different amount of XP. So for wheat, it gives you a lot less than carrots and potatoes do. And then carrots and potatoes are good for starting off with. They give you the most XP. However, wheat just gives you a little amount, but only gives you bread and seeds. Potatoes and carrots, I would say, the best thing to start off with. Cocoa, however, and netherwort when you start off is a lot better than the potatoes and the carrots. With carrots, they only give you less XP, as you can see. But yeah, overall, I would say cocoa and netherwort are the ones to aim for. Carrots and potatoes are good to start off with, but they don't give as much as netherwort and cocoa. If you've got a slash skill, it shows you all the different skills, shows you what you need to unlock. So, yeah, netherwort and things are the best ones. Point 8 is levels. Levels are what you get from punching crops. They give you the XP from farming. So when you do slash skill, it shows you all the different types. So there's alchemy, farming, grinding, mining, and fishing. We're doing farming. So as you can see, these are all the different types of stuff you can unlock by grinding. So for level 5, it's the horse. This gives you unlocks the speediness and just have map. If you get one, you can travel from one side of the map to the other in just 3 minutes. Quite good. I personally like them. It's a good way to get across the map. Quite good. Level 5. It's quite easy to unlock level 5, so pretty easy to get. Next level is level 10, which is the harvest axe to harvest hoes, which we talked about earlier. They're just good for replanting seeds and stuff. Yeah, that's what it says. Quite good. I like them. Also for level 10 is the forges stuff, which is you can convert a backpack into a forges thing, which you can place onto a different backpack. You do this at spawn, and it's quite easy. Level 10, I use it all the time. It's quite good. Level 15 is loot caches. We'll talk about this later on in the video. These are just things you get from farming, so when you hit level 15, it gives you the chance of getting them. Netherwort is what you want to unlock. It gives you access to more XP, good for farming with. Quite good. It's quite expensive because you've got to buy the soul sand and the netherwort at the same time. And if you're making a big farm, it does take a lot of money to do. But if you have the money, it's good to make a full nether farm. Sheet masks. This is a mask which you wear on your head. You can put protection on it. You can also PvP with it. And this unlocks the ability to use less durability on your harvester hoe and harvester axe, and it also gives you bonus crops now and then. It's quite good. I don't really go for this one, but if you're full on farming, you'd want to use it. Cocoa is the next one. It's the bonus crops, and you'd want to use it for mainly. You use the harvester axe on it, and it gives you more. It also uses less durability on your axe again if you're wearing the sheet mask. So it would give you more XP and more durability, which is good. Now on to level 30, which is bonus crops. This gives you an increase in bonus crops. It also gives you lots of other stuff, like if you hit a carrot, it would give you more XP, more crops, that type of thing. Level 40 is an increase in food, so you take 1.25 less chance of eating more food. Basically, it gives you like slower chance, so it would take a long time for you to need more food. It's quite handy, that one. Crafting transformer tool. This tool you need to unlock for level 40 in all three: farming, mining and grinding. This is a tool which makes you be able to use a pickaxe, an axe and a sword at the same time. So it's all one tool, but you can use all three things in it. So it's really handy for everything. It also is repairable by using diamonds, and it also is good, and you can see how to make it in /C recipes. Next thing is the compactor. The compactor is level 50. This turns all wheat, hay bales, carrots, all the crops into barrels, and the barrels sell for a lot more green. So you take the barrels to green, they sell for more. You also need you need to make it, which uses like a machine core and that type of thing. We'll go into more detail later on. But yeah, compactors are really handy. Now for giant poppies, these are like the main thing for farming. You need these to make the IGs. The IGs are like the best spawner in the game, and they're like the one to aim for. So level 50, once you farm after you've hit level 50, you get the ability to hit and to claim giant poppies. So you could be randomly farming and a giant poppy will be in your inventory. It's like a rare chance of getting them, so they're like the rarest thing to get. But once you get one, they're really good because you make the IGs with them, and then you can start to grind. Overall, the best thing to get for farming. Then for level 60, it's the upgrades for the compactor, and they're just like bonus stuff, less crops used, that type of thing. And overall, it's just an extra bonus for your compactor. Level 70 is the ability to use the advanced bone meal. This is where you can craft and make your farm go quicker. And the last thing is the crop hopper, which is basically picks up all crops in a chunk area. So you can be farming your farm and you just pick up all the crops, get all into the chests, and you wouldn't have to bother about entities floating around. You'd just be all stacked in a chest ready for you to go and pick up. So overall, that's farming, and that's all the levels explained. And I'll go into them further if you want me to, but the most thing is the IGs and the cocoa you want to unlock from farming. So for step 9, it is loot caches. Now loot caches you get from level 15 and above. So if I do /skill and I click on farming, if you see 15, farming activates with raring cache to uncover a farming loot cache. So any time farming you do once after level 15, you get the chance of getting a farming loot cache. In chat, I got a farming loot cache. So when you get a farming loot cache, it gives you a lot of chance to get a lot of stuff. So if you do /claim, it puts it into your /claims, and you click on it, and it automatically goes into your inventory. So if I click on this, it will go into my inventory. And then when I click it, so the options you can get from it are a hopper, iron horse armor, pig, spawner, advanced bone meal, ability discs, farmer's backpack, rename tags, an enhanced loot cache, secret reward summoner, and title loot, and much more. So if I click on it, we got a pig spawner. Nice one. So I can go and put that with you and pigs later on. And finally, point 10. What is farming good for? Farming is generally just good for getting money and IGs. IGs is like the number one thing in the game. They give you the most amount of money for F-top. And all you really need to do is just farm to get to level 50, AFK to get to level 50. And that's pretty much what farming is good for. It's just getting the unlock of achievements to unlock IGs. So once you do get to level 50 and get IGs, then you can move on to the grinding side, which should be in next video. So the next video we're going to cover what grinding things there is and what grinding is good for. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next one. Bye!